activist Teesta Setalvad has led an anti-Mandir protest. That is the latest that we are getting. Modi baiters there politicizing the Mandir mediation that is being put forward by many individuals, including Sri Teesta Setalvad. They are leading the anti-Mandir protest and also going across and stating certain observations about how they want the Supreme Court to not treat this just as a property dispute and instead recognize the ramifications.
Now it says in the matter of Mohammad Siddiq, also known as Hafiz or Mohammad Siddiq appellants versus Mahant Suresh Das and others. These are the respondents. It's a civil appeal and that's the name, Civil Appellate Jurisdiction. And in the matter of Sham Benegal, Aparna Sen, Anil Dharkar, Teesta Setalvad, Om Thanvi, Cyrus Guzdair. These are the guys who are petitioned or signatories to this petition, 45-page long petition. Ganesh N. Davi, B.T. Lalita Nayak, Medha Patkar, Kumar Ketkar, Anant Patwardhan, Jayati Ghosh, Kalpana Kannabiran, Hargopal, Professor Hargopal, N. Babaya, R.B. Shrikumar, Kiran Nagarkar, Sohail Hashmi, Ram Rahman, Sumon Mukhopadhyay, Joy Sengupta, John Dayal, Dolphy Anthony D'Souza, K.L. Ashok, K.P. Shripala and A.K. Subaya. 28 names. There are other appellates too. In total 32, Muniza R. Khan and Tanveer Jafri. This is the application on behalf of the applicant seeking intervention in the present civil appeal under the order LV read with the order V2 bar 3 of the Supreme Court rules. And this is what they are saying. And this is the entire list. So there are 32 people who are seeking an intervention into this entire appeal, and they have moved the Supreme Court. And we are given to understand, as I'll go across and say, this is what they say, that bench of the Honorable High Court of Allahabad in Lucknow, whereby the Honorable High Court has decreed that the area covered by the central dome of the three dome structures, that is the disputed structure being the deity of Bhagwan Ram Jansthan, place of, and it further should be that line is not there in this printout, but it says further it is also declared that the structures in the outer courtyard belong to the Nirmohi Akhada, and the open space with the said outer courtyard be divided between the Nirmohi Akhada and respondents in the present civil appeal, provided that the Muslim community will get a total area of not less than 1/3 of the disputed premise. Now they are saying the applicants are public-spirited citizens from various walks of life and across the length and breadth of India who feel it is critical as a commitment to the foundational value contained in this constitution to intervene and inject an urgency and a sane voice in this dispute. Apart from the parties of this dispute, there are a vast majority of Indians voiceless and unheard who have been mute victims to the festering sores and violence caused by this dispute. That's what they are saying. Then they are also, then the addition is the brief display. Now then they go ahead and spend reams of paper trying to justify the applicants and all the people who have appealed, the 32 names who are the applicants. Applicant number 13, 14, 15. So I'm just going to quickly skip these pages and come across to the operative part where they are going to, not just after the justification of who they are, I'm going to just quickly come across to the operative part. Now this is where it is. They are saying the applicants herein are aggrieved by the decree passed to not look at the present civil appeal through the limited lens of a land dispute. The appellants, being public-spirited people committed to the constitutional values, seek to intervene in the conviction of proposing a solution to present civil appeals which would be consistent with the secular and tolerant ethos that are paramount to ensuring lasting peace in a country like India with diverse religious sentiments. It is submitted that there has been a history of communal violence associated with the said premises, and adjudication of the civil appeal in favor of either parties, that is Hindus and Muslims, is bound to draw sharp reactions on both ends of the spectrum. Now they are going back to highlight. And this is the operative part in page number 15. The submission of the applicant are threefold. The Honorable High Court has decided, now this is the first part, the Honorable High Court has decided that the area covered under erstwhile central dome of the disputed structure was the birthplace of Lord Ram, despite there being no archaeological evidence and in certain instances selectively accepting and rejecting historical evidence. Then they say the said premise and dispute engulfing it have over the course of last 3 decades resulted in various incidences. It is apprehension of the applicants that if the Honorable High Court adjudicates the present civil appeal in favor of either contesting communities, it is bound to forge extreme opinion among the communities on both sides, which may result in aggravated incidents of violence, as had been perpetuated earlier by the involvement of various political parties, posing as a serious threat to the secular fabric of the country. So they are going out and then saying, keeping these broad issues in mind, the applicants humbly submit that the said dispute should not be looked at through the prism of a land dispute, simpliciter, and bring forth the following points that the Honorable High Court should consider and refrain from adjudicating the present civil appeals in either of the communities' favour, in the larger public interest of safeguarding communal harmony. So they are saying that the Mandir move, they are countering the Mandir move, coming out and saying that if you're going to settle this as a land dispute and build a Mandir there and a Masjid elsewhere, it's going to hurt the social fabric of the country, and that it's going to further split communities because there will be sharp reactions from either side. That's what these 32 applicants believe at the moment.